Hello, my name is Blake Robinson. I live in Chicago, Illinois, and I built my average decks program as a way to analyze the uniqueness of any given Magic the Gathering Commander deck. For those unaware, Magic the Gathering is a collectible card game, and its most popular format is Commander, where you select a general to lead your deck, and then you build a 100-card singleton deck around that general. There are a number of deck building resources to help players create decks. There are deck building websites like Archidect and Moxfield, which provide an interface to help players create new decks. There's also an extremely popular resource called edhrec, which collects data from many of the deck building sites and then generates recommendations on what cards to include in your deck. Deck building for Commander can be a very creative endeavor, and a lot of people enjoy brewing unique or abstract decks. And after discussion with members of the Magic the Gathering community, we decided that enough people would enjoy a tool that tells them how unique their deck is compared to edhrec's recommendations. So, to put this in an example, we can look at a random commander here, Dritz de Werden, and the website gives overall recommendations for what cards you can include in this deck, and it even creates what the average deck list looks like for Dritz de Werden. See it here, or with the card images here. If we were to go to a deck building site like Moxfield, and I were to type in Dritz de Werden, we can actually pull up a random player's Dritz de Werden deck, okay? We can copy that list, and then my program will compare this list to the edhrec website recommendations. So if we were to run the program here, we'll paste that deck list, and you'll see that the deck that we copied here has 45 cards that are unique to the average deck list for Dritz de Werden on edhrec, as well as 19 cards that don't show up on the edhrec website at all for this commander. It also tells you the overlapping information, so it has 43 cards in common with the average deck list and 69 cards that don't show up on the website at all. As in addition to that output, it also generates a document here in results.txt, which goes through the specific cards that are unique to your deck, as well as the cards that overlap. With that said, I understand that there's many people unfamiliar with Magic the Gathering, and they may have a tough time understanding this tool, as I built it with Magic players in mind. That said, I've gone into much greater depth describing the program in the README section, should you be interested in using this. And I wanted to say thank you to Ludovic Haberger, who created the MTG deck parser library, which allowed me to pull deck lists from URLs. And I also wanted to say thank you to the Magic the Gathering community for helping me brainstorm ideas to make a tool that is functional and relevant.